coach of the Rebels, and appreciate your time. How's the summer been?
It's been good. Players working hard. Had a little bit of off time with the kids and some fishing, so ready to go back to work.
Do you find some legitimate excitement in the build up to the start of a new season?
I do, and I feel like this kicks it off because you kind of see some other coaches, players, and all the media and all the questions kind of get you to feel like you're in camp.
At this point in your career, you've seen a lot, done a lot, been a lot of places. What do you enjoy at this point in terms of being a head football coach?
I enjoy helping the kids through issues, seeing their development on and off the field, and really using past experiences to help them.
So, in terms of using past experiences, most recent season obviously didn't finish the way you wanted to. We were getting ready for the spring game, and you talked to me some about self-scouting, going back and looking at things and trying to figure out what you wanted to do different. What's that process?
Just watching all the cut-ups together of schemes and individual players, and what we can do moving forward. And our roster changes so much in this world nowadays. All these practices are more important than ever.
What'd you learn when you went back and looked at it?
We got a lot of work to do on defense because we got new coaches, new scheme, new players, and figuring out the right spots to put everybody in too.
So Pete Golding, new defensive coordinator. This was, I think, the guy that you targeted and said, we need him. I think you've said that. What was it about Pete? Was it style? Was it recruiting? How much of a previous relationship was there?
I knew him knew him through people a lot, common coaches that worked together, and knew how smart he was. And I knew Frank Wilson at UTSA, Sarkisian was with him at Alabama with Coach Saban, and so I'd known a lot about him.
Is he like one of those kind of wizard minds? We talked to him I guess back at the spring game, and I walked out of there and told Chris Story, I was like, man, I don't know half of what he was talking about.
Yeah, he talks fast. I feel like we probably have two wizards in Charlie Weiss and Pete. How fast they can think, how much information they can retain is really unique.
Running back position, obviously Quinn Sharp back. Can he be a legitimate Heisman contender?
Well, he can be. A lot of things have to go right. A lot of times in that, your team needs some success. Players need to play well around you. So he has the talent to do that, but a lot of things have to happen.
What about depth at that spot? I think people sometimes forget that Zach Evans was there and had 900 yards on the ground a season ago. So to give him a break, to not have to have him carry it 35 times a game.
Yeah, that'd be the goal. We don't want to wear him out unless we have to, and keep him healthy. And also we play so fast, it's really hard to carry that many carries because the time in between plays is so short.
You talked about defense getting better. I would think that there's a hope that Centurion Perkins, who was just kind of a man-child on the high school football field, can come in and help. How does a guy as a true freshman make that transition?
Well, that's challenging. It's harder than being the running back. A lot of things happen over there on defense, especially at linebacker. So he's got great talent. We need to find the best way to use him so that he can play.
Is it more mental than physical?
Yeah, I think he's so gifted. A lot of it is just mental and getting used to the rules and intricacies of the defense.
All right, no more football. Best fish you caught this summer?
The kids actually, it's not the funnest fish to catch because they're kind of like pulling up a tank, but the kids wanted to catch a Goliath grouper, so we did that for them, and so that was pretty cool to see their faces when the big thing came up.
We had a guide this summer that said, yeah, you can easily catch a shark, but it's not any fun to catch a shark. You caught shark before?
I have. So I'm not a real fisherman, but real fishermen like your guide, they would tell you, like, a lot of times the things we think that, like, when you first start fishing would be like really cool to catch, like they don't want to go catch Goliath grouper because they're just like pulling up a tank. And sharks are no fun because they take forever to get in, and you got to